across.
I have that too. In fact, I have a few, not just tabs. I have a few windows open. Plus plenty tabs.
Hey, people, we are back again for the best game of the season, the best two matches of the season. The super Eagles are about to wave the flag. The Super Eagles are about to make history. For those that doubted them, they're about to bring back hope, not just to a country, to a nation, and to a continent. They're about to fly. Today,
So
we're
there's
going
no
to
need.
see.
Let me say with my full chest, I doubt them. They will not make the World Cup. Yes, because they had chances and they messed it up. So all
See,
this is for those. It's not. Don't say
no, no,
for
no.
those.
See, you have,
Talk to me directly. I'm the leader of those
first and
doubting them.
foremost, first and
Yes.
no, no, no. First and foremost, we have to put the blame on Finidi that couldn't win a game.
Whether it is Finidi,
You know,
whether it is the players, whether
when
it's NFF, they all, as far as I'm concerned, they are all the same. They are not going to make the World Cup. That's it.
so do you? Should we say is there a forfeit or something you have to do for the people when Nigeria
That's why
makes
I'm
the World
wearing
Cup?
one of the ugliest jerseys ever produced for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's ugly. There was no thinking. Look at the fine jersey you are wearing.
Okay,
You love them. It's okay. Me, this one,
okay.
I don't care. And I'm wearing this
Can
under
can we
duress.
do
People.
something?
Mhm.
Can we can we do something? If the Super Eagles qualify for the World Cup, you are going to denounce Arsenal and you put on a Man U jersey for 3 streams.
So if the Super Eagles qualify for the World Cup, I won't denounce
Yes.
Arsenal, but I'm going to wear a United jersey for 3 podcast shows. But if the Super Eagles, no, 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 it's okay. It's not going
No,
to be
no, no,
one
no, no.
sided. I won't argue.
I'm no, no, no. I'm no,
So
no,
if
no. I'm
they
not.
don't make it, if they don't make it
No,
to
no,
the
no,
World Cup,
no, 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 no,
I'm
no.
not
I
asking
am
you to
not.
denounce mine because I know you will not denounce mine. But you will wear an Arsenal jersey.
No, no.
Arsenal jersey. You will wear an Arsenal jersey for 3 episodes. Do we
No.
have an agreement?
I am the one putting the offer. I'm not the
Do
one
we
doubting
have
Super
stop all
Eagles.
this explanation? It's a
I'm
bet.
not the one.
A bet cannot be one sided. You have to if you are sure that they will make it now. So put your mouth where your money is. I mean put your money where your mouth is.
I
Put your
believe in the
money where your
Super
mouth is.
Eagles. I believe in the Super Eagles. I believe they're going to restore
We
faith.
know you believe. Do we have a bet?
No, I am saying it's a challenge. I am
Do
not.
we
I
no
am
no
supporting.
no? It's a bet. It's not a challenge. You are saying I'm going to wear a United jersey 3 episodes if the Super Eagles if the Super Eagles qualify for the World Cup. This World Cup in the
Hmm,
US. However, if they don't make it to the World Cup, you will wear an Arsenal jersey 3 episodes.
hmm, hmm.
Think twice.
The thing is, today is
I'm
Juma.
going to make sure to invite
To,
a lot of people. I will invite a lot of our mutual friends that episode. Just make sure. Think about it before you agree.
today is Juma, and Friday is today is a holy and special day,
Yes, I
and a
agree.
lot of special things.
Mhm.
In fact, uh, I think we shouldn't be going about the Super Eagles this way. I believe we should all stand in unity as one.
Okay. So let's go and look at the matches. Let's dive into it. So
Yes,
today,
let's dive
Nigeria is
into
going to
it.
play Lesotho in 2 hours,
Lesotho,
right?
yes, in
12,
2 hours,
12
yes.
p.m. Eastern, right? Now,
Yes,
let's
sir.
presume Nigeria wins that game. The question is Zimbabwe going to stop South Africa? Now, remember, even though South Africa is playing away, they are going to be playing that game in South Africa.
No,
That game is
Lesotho
happening.
that's no Lesotho is the one that's playing in South Africa.
No, Zimbabwe is also playing in South Africa. Isn't Durban in South Africa?
Oh, that's
They are
that's
playing
in
in South
South.
Africa. Yes,
Oh,
South Africa has
then,
managed to play a lot of their games at home for some reason. They are forcing at play.
you see, these are the issues. These are the issues we are talking
We'll
about.
come
These
back to
are
that
the
when you know.
issues. These are the issues we are talking
The
about.
Super Eagles should have beaten South Africa in Lagos when they had the chance, or in Abuja, wherever they
In
play. They should have
Uyo,
beaten
you
all
see,
those draws.
that is why we need to bring football back to Lagos, to the national stadium. We
Wait,
need to
we'll get to
bring
that one.
football back
Yes,
to the home.
For now, let's stay on point, right? Now, South Africa is practically playing at home.
Yes.
I envisage a South African win. In fact, if you look at the head-to-head of their last, let's say, 3 games, if you look at their last 4 games, Lesotho has won 1, South Africa has won 2, and a draw. So it might be close. But if South Africa gets a draw and win their last game, we can't catch them. Leave that out.
So this is why I think it's going to happen, because all the forces are with Super Eagles. Because bear in mind, right, in that same group, the group in which you're doubting, Rwanda too has 11 points.
Yes.
Lesotho too has 9 points.
Yes.
Meaning it is still open for first position and second place.
So let me explain. Second place in our group is useless at the moment. Do you know why?
I know, because the top 4 in the second, they have higher points.
They already decided. You already have 20, 19, 19, 18 points. In fact, Cameroon and Uganda, they have 18 points. They are not going to make it as we are talking.
However, this is football and anything can happen.
Okay.
Now, meaning this group is still open.
So let me tell you, we are playing Benin Republic as our last game, Nigeria's last game. So I predict we'll win that. I predict we will also beat Lesotho, even though you can't trust the Super Eagles. But it's okay. For once, let's say I'm optimistic. Now, we win those last 2 games.
Yes, I like that.
That takes us to 17 points, right? All South Africa has to do is win their last 2 games. And
but this is what I'm visualizing.
In fact, South Africa doesn't need to win their last 2 games. They need a win and a draw. If they win their 1 game, a win and a draw gives them 4 points. 4 plus 4, that's 18.
Yes. No. They can win. So, but this is what I'm visualizing. This is what I'm visualizing.
Keep visualizing.
This is what I believe is might happen. I think South Africa would draw today with Zimbabwe.
Then Nigeria is likely to draw away.
No, Nigeria will win.
Okay.
Rwanda Benin might be a draw as well. And then South Africa loses the last game.
You know what we played against Lesotho in Nigeria? Do you have an idea?
We drew that game.
Oh, okay. I'm glad how your voice went very down. We drew that game. It was a draw.
It was a draw. But what I'm saying is, everything is all on the table.
Okay.
The die is cast. Everything now, we're putting everything on the table now. The only thing is, my only concern are the players that have been called up. Let me just give you the squad that has been called up. In goalkeepers, we have Stanley Nwabali, the best in Africa. Amas Obasoje, Adebayo Adeleye, that's Onana's twin brother. Then in our defenders, we have Felix Agu, Bruno Emechi, Bright Osai Samuel, Shemi Ajayi, Truce Ekong, Calvin Bassey, Benjamin Fredericks. In the midfield, we have Iwobi Ndidi, Onyeka, Alassane Yusuf. Then in the forwards, this is where we are start. Simon Moses.
They always start in the forward, but they don't score. One go.
Lukman, Starboy, Tolu Arokodare, Osimhen, Terry Murphy, I'm glad he's back. Cyrus Dessers, although he's injured. Chukwueze, Ako Adams, and
another one that I don't understand why he's getting big clubs.
I call Adams and Ola Olusegun. To be fair, the last two I do not know them. That's to be honest. I do not know Adams and
Those last
Olusegun.
two are probably the best players on that team, and they will not play them.
So for me, we have to go all out blazing. This is Lesotho. We have to impose that we are the not just the England of Africa, but also the
Oh God.
Brazil of Africa.
Please
We
stop,
have
stop,
to.
stop
No,
calling
no,
us
no,
England or Africa.
no. We have
I
to
mean, we'll
show.
never win anything if you
We
call us
have to.
England or
No.
Africa.
We have to show people that we're the powerhouse when it comes to football, and we've
Okay.
had a setback. But this time we cannot miss out on the World Cup back to back to back. It's
Oh, how
not
many times
possible.
have we missed out now? Let me just see the teams I might be going to support at the
It's not
World
about.
Cup.
It's not about seeing the teams. The fact is, the
I
Super
think
Eagles. This is the
I'm going
time for.
to I'm going to focus on maybe, let's see, Senegal. Yeah, that's looking good. I've support Senegal at the World Cup. What other group is there again? Group B, that's Senegal. Let's see Group F. Is Ivory Coast making it? Yes. Yes. Those are serious people. They have 23 points. Very, very serious. They are not messing around. Look at their matches. They're already beating Seychelles 4-0. If it's Nigeria now, that Seychelles who can be winning 1-0 into 90
But
minutes.
but this is
Their past matches, they beat Burundi. They lost to New Zealand. Forget that one. That one is friendly. They were not serious.
you
They beat
can
Gambia. They beat Burundi. They beat Chad. All those small, small countries. They were
but
busy
but
beating them. Oh,
but
oh, oh, oh,
you would
oh, oh.
agree with me. You would agree with me that you can do well in your qualifiers, but on the big stage, do you have what it takes to go all the way? Do you have what it
Okay, let me
takes
let me ask
to
you about that one.
produce?
Since you keep going back to that, of all the countries who've ever represented Africa at the World Cup, who's gone the farthest?
Ghana,
No, say it out with your full chest.
Ghana,
And who?
Ghana. It's just Ghana.
Cameroon has got to quarterfinal.
No, I think it's only Ghana.
Cameroon has gone to quarterfinals, bro. Cameroon, Roger Miller, they got to quarterfinals.
Okay, then. Okay, back then. Okay.
I think Senegal made it with them Diop as well.
With them
Abba
Diao and
Diop,
Diop and all
yes,
those players.
yes,
I
they
think
beat
no, I think
France.
they got to the second round. They didn't get to the quarterfinal.
Okay. What is the farthest we've gone?
The farthest we've gone is
Round of 32 or something, or 16
the
or
next
one
round.
something like
I
that.
think 98. I think that's
Exactly.
the farthest.
So stop all this. You go to big tournaments. You now even the Olympics. I want to use and do Shakara. Cameroon has won it. So
But what I'm saying,
you can't even say you can't even say that one.
but
If it's
but
under 17, you want to use. Ghana has won it many times.
no, but what I'm saying
Yes.
is, and viewers hear me out, is right now we have the arrays of players that can compete at the highest of levels. We have this is our biggest challenge now, from my perspective, is just our midfield. It lacks something. I believe is lacking creativity, which is why I'm going to suggest to the manager to play a 3-2-5 formation.
In fact, let hold on, because I need to go back to that your useless point of you go to the. We forgot Morocco. My dear, Morocco got to semi-final 2022.
Did they?
Ghana got to quarterfinals and they were robbed by Suarez. They probably would have made it.
Yes, Ghana. That's why I said Ghana.
They probably would have made it to the semi-final too, right? Morocco semi-final, Ghana quarters, Senegal quarterfinal 2002, Cameroon 1990, Roger Miller. I remember that too, quarterfinal. Nigeria has reached the second round.
That's why I said we've got into the second round.
That's our peak. We always go to the second round and then we'll pick there.
But what I'm saying is now with what we have, first of all, we have the best goalkeeper.
Semi-final, South Korea.
But what I'm saying is right now,
quarterfinals.
what I'm saying is right now we have the array of stars.
Which stars? What stars are you talking about? There's nobody in this present team that will make it into the 94 team, the 98 team, and the 20, maybe the 2014. Maybe
should I name them? Should I name them for you?
Okay, so the 94 team. Tell me one person that will make it into that team.
Please, hold on. Give me just 1 second. 1 second.
Yes, I'm going to pull up the 94 team for Nigeria.
1 second.
If I know them, okay, I don't need to pull up.
Sir, just 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah. This is what happens when you support Super Eagles. You know, you just if those ones could not make it into the quarterfinals, what gives you the impression is them Osimhen and Iwobi that will get to the quarterfinal of the World Cup? Yeah, it's possible, but it possibly is 0.000. Hey guys, we apologize. I think Lags is dealing with some things at the moment. But don't worry, it's a Nigerian.
Okay. Yes, sorry.
So you're not missing out on a lot.
So sorry about that. I needed to pick that call. But
That's fine.
what I'm saying is, yes, as I was saying, the stars. Now, first of all, we have one of the best goalkeepers in Africa.
Let's not start like that. The question is, of the 94, 98 team, let's start from 94. In fact, limit it to 94. That's how old that is. Tell me one person from this
Osimhen.
Osimhen does not get in 94 team. It doesn't even get on.
Osimhen will be an option.
Let me tell you.
Osimhen will be an option because Osimhen will be better because we play with better players.
Hold up, bro. Number one, Osimhen does not bench Rashidi Yekini in that team. It doesn't bench.
First and foremost, when it comes to numbers, you know Osimhen has more numbers for Nigeria than Rashidi Yekini. I hope you're aware of that.
So what?
No, I'm just telling you. No, I'm just telling you. I'm looking at end product.
Wait, I'm looking at end product. Wait, it's like saying Thomas Muller is the highest goal scorer in the history of World Cup, and then you now say it's better than Pele, better than Ronaldo.
I'm looking. If you give Osimhen, Kanu, and JJ, trust me, what you'll be producing, what you'll be getting, will be way more than what Yekini got. Will be way more than what.
The highest Osimhen will do is probably be on the bench for the 94.
Yes, he gets. Yes, he gets into that team.
Let me tell you.
Yes, he gets into it. With the support he's going to have.
Let's agree to disagree on Osimhen. Name one more person.
One more person that can get into the squad.
Yes.
I said Lookman he might not start, but he might get the bench.
Where? How? Who is he going to take out of the team?
I said I didn't say he will start. I said he can get to the bench.
He won't get an invitation. Do you know how good that team was? That team was so good that they even had great players they were inviting from the local league. Nigeria had football back then, not this crap. Yeah, no, it's not only Lookman. That's how you know that football in Africa is there. Look, someone like Lookman is winning. I mean, that even JJ could not win at the peak of his prime. He could not win it. Yeah, talking Lookman. It's not only Lookman.
We have to look at this.
It's Lookman.
And look at those. Okay, look. I get what you're saying. Yes, they were good players. The Ben Roha,
no.
Keshi.
Those guys were.
But what I'm saying is, I have also said
Finidi George was ranked as the best winger in the world at some point.
I'm not this way, but if you give Osimhen, if you give Osimhen this sort of players, he can produce. That is what I'm saying. He will produce more. He will get more numbers. He will get more numbers than Yekini.
Okay, hold on.
You will get more numbers than Yekini.
Let me give you something to celebrate. Osimhen, yes. But I'm also telling you that he's not going to start in that team. Rashidi was a pure goal scorer.
I'm not saying the players there were not good. You have the likes of
Let me tell you why
Odebami,
Osimhen will not produce this number.
Babangida.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
Why?
why. You keep looking at the list. Even
I'm
Babangida
looking
didn't
at
make
them.
it. He was sitting on the bench.
I know, but what I'm saying
So
is
let me explain something to you.
Osimhen's end product. Osimhen's end
Hold on.
product.
Give me a second. The style we played back then
Yes.
was a 4-4-2.
Yes,
So
for everybody knows traditional.
Hold on. That's why Yekini was not scoring a lot of our goals. Too many of our goals.
We can't say that.
Hold
we cannot
on.
say that. We can't say Okini does not.
Wait now. You had Amokachi who scored a lot of goals as well. You had Siasia who was fighting to kill Amokachi, scoring a lot of goals. You had Ikpeba who come in scoring a lot of goals. You had Amunike scoring a lot of goals. You had Tijani Babangida Fini all scoring. If you look at the present Super Eagles, it is launch it to Osimhen and let him bulldoze his way through. That's how we play, and that's why I think he's scoring.
Which I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, if Osimhen has this creativity, he will produce more numbers.
No,
I'm not saying Yekini was
what I'm telling you is that that's not going to happen because he won't
How
be
would
the
it happen?
focal point. Because he won't be the focal point.
Right now, he's our focal point. If he's having someone to support him, if he's having someone to,
it's like you're not listening to what I'm saying. He's our focal point because we don't have any creativity. They are useless. So what they do is they get the ball and launch it to him. Have you seen the goals Osimhen scores? He scores like he wants to die. That's why I get injured.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I get injured because even in our last game, we saw the way Tolu scored. He was literally on the floor doing Jackie.
Again, I hope you are listening and you are not just being sentimental.
I'm not being sentimental, but what I'm saying is, if he's getting more creativity from the left winger,
no, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. More creativity does not mean Osimhen is going to score 100 goals. No, it just means that you have a team that is balanced and that other players are also contributing. In this situation, these other guys are not contributing. They just launch it to him. So he's killing himself to score. That's why he gets injured. Yekini, on the other hand, does not have to do that. He just has to relax, get 1 or 2 goals and go away. You find that all the other guys are also scoring.
But that's why I'm telling you.
If you check data, Osimhen and the next person to him is like miles apart.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. He's giving it right now. I'm not comparing with the greats, with the Yekinis, the Amokatis. But what I'm telling you that if
you can't compare Osimhen to ordinary
but what I'm telling you is giving the opportunity and with the players around, Osimhen would produce. Play with greater players, he will produce. Because without all these great players, he's still producing the number that is and is Nigeria's highest goal scorer.
I am going to tell you again.
He's Nigeria's highest goal scorer without the creativity and without all these players. So imagine if he had these players, what he would do.
So let me give you an example. Victor Gyökeres plays in Sporting Lisbon. He's a focal point.
Yes.
So the team plays for him directly.
But the
Super Eagles of Nigeria of 1994 will not play for Osimhen directly. He will complain tired. Maybe you see him complaining in Turkey when they don't pass ball to him.
But what I'm saying is, his complaint will be different.
Hold on. He's not going to be the focal point. They are not going to create for him alone. That's the point I'm making to you. When you look at the Super Eagles that won the Nations Cup in 1994, you add contributions from everybody. Now, Victor Gyökeres is in Arsenal. He's not getting the same service he was getting in CP, in Sporting Club, because you have a lot of people contributing. Saka is contributing. This Martinelli is contributing. So it's not the same. It's not under that kind of pressure. So Osimhen is not going to produce at that level. That's what I'm saying. He's the focal point of this team.
But we cannot assume that we not produce. We've seen it at club level.
The only one that can make it into the present squad.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
He's going to be on the bench. On the bench. He's on the bench.
If he's able to get there. See, in Europe, and bear in mind, most of these players played in Europe, right? Don't get me wrong. It was a mix of local players from Shooting Stars and the rest, right? But giving the opportunity, look, Osimhen is a bagsman. He's a bagsman day in, day out. There's a reason why they pay something million for him. He's a bagsman. If he has more creativity, he can do more. That's all I'm saying. more creativity, he can do more. That is my feeling. But back.
How many goals does Osimhen have for the Super Eagles at the present?
I think he has about 23 or 24 goals.
He has 26 goals in 40 appearances.
Okay.
Yekini has 37 in 58 appearances.
Okay.
So Osimhen has 18 more games to catch Yekini. We'll be here for it.
What I'm telling you,
no problem.
I'm telling you.
What I'm saying to you, listen, what I'm saying to you is, if Yekini was playing in this present Super Eagles, right, and it was the focal point,
he would struggle.
I don't think you know Yekini. That's the point. You don't know him. You were probably too young to watch that guy play. That's why.
I'm telling you.
They did not call him Yekini in Europe. Do you know what they called him? Yeking. They called him a king for a reason.
I am not. But what I'm telling you that if Osimhen has the support that these players had, he will bag. That's what I'm telling you. Okay, do you want to compare? Okay, you want to compare him to Ikpeba? Would you say he will not get more goals? He has more goals than Ikpeba. Yeah, Osimhen.
No. That's why Ikpeba is on the bench, and that's why I concede to you that maybe of this present team, right? I know we are focusing so much on Osimhen because you don't have any other player that you can argue for. Yes, Osimhen will make it maybe to the bench. That's fine. He will be one of those Ikpeba coming in when we are searching for goals.
We can have one more player make it.
Who? Don't mention Lookman. He can't make into that team. He's not getting on that team.
See, the only reason why I mentioned him was because of his pace.
Bro, even he's not as fast as Tijani Babangida. So forget pace. And he doesn't deliver crosses as good as Finidi. He's not faster than that.
There's no doubt.
He's not faster than that.
I only mentioned, I tried to think of someone else.
Bro,
and the next person I could think about, okay, what about looking at the current squad?
I know you are going to say something silly, but it's okay. Mention one name, let's see. I'm glad they are not even mentioning goalkeeper because you know that madman will never get an invitation. Stanley that wants to fight people on the pitch.
See, Stanley can get, if they are calling 4 goalkeepers, he can get one of the columns.
Bros.
Wait, hear me. Wait, listen.
Bros.
He will start. I'm not saying he will start.
You will not get an invitation in that team.
Wait, hold on.
It's okay, but let's move on.
Hold on.
Next.
So you want to tell me that
you know that the likes of
Wilfred Akpobari, you think Stanley cannot also?
I don't think you know what they are talking about.
The two people that he cannot see, Ike Shoromu and Peter Rufai, they are way above his class. I said if they are calling like a 4-man goalkeeper, they can call him. Just invite him to be part of the squad. He might not make the team, but he can be called up. Say you are doing a 30-man squad list, he can be called up. Since Ike Shoromu left. No, sorry, since sorry. What's his name? Okay, what's this last goalkeeper's name? What's his name? The one that played in Paris? Eyama.
Good. So let me tell you the class of goalkeepers he's dealing with. In the 94th squad,
I can see it here. Ike Shoromu.
Number 1, he's not going to get him any invitation because it will be Peter is there, Ike is there, Dosu was there at that time. You had great goalkeepers that they were not even making it into camp. They don't even invite them to come camp. They talk about it's not only one barrier, it's one barrier. Next, move on. See, bro, let me tell you, we had giants playing for us, and I look at this president.
That's why I said the only player that can get a shout is Osimhen, because I look at the scores. First of all, the midfield.
Don't come and say if he deliver more than Yekini.
He would deliver. No, he would. In my own opinion, he would deliver. But what I'm saying, like right now, if we could have 2 of those midfielders, even 3 of those midfielders back then into this squad, our game changes. I mean, look at how light our midfielders are. I mean, if you can't compare the likes of Olise, who alone was built.
So let me tell you, Osimhen played in Napoli. His best current season, let me tell you, was 26 goals for Napoli. You know what Yekini's best current season was?
What was it?
34 goals. 34.
But
The
we
king. He was the
cannot.
top scorer in the whole of Europe. Nobody bother. The king.
We
Baba
cannot.
Yekini.
We
Yekini didn't
can.
know. See, Osimhen will come and be dropping and be telling you he wants to be a part of the game. He'll be dropping. Yekini does not say it's one way direction.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, stop it. Oh, I don't like it. Oh. Don't do that. Olympiacos, 34 goals. Yekini.
I am not disputing Yekini. Even we had what's his name, the king of France himself, Ikpeba.
34 goals in 34 games. You know how hard that is to do.
But we can also say football now is different. Yekini now might not even get those same number of goals. Do you agree that that's possible? Do you agree that that's possible? No. Do you
know Yekini is like Allah? There's no difference. Yekini doesn't know how to pass. He doesn't get involved. His own is just standing up front and waiting for pass. If you put Yekini in front of that City attack, he'll be delivering like Allah every day. He will not. If I will just be laughing, Yeko, Baba, stop it. I think you were probably too young to have watched those guys play.
I watched them play. I probably didn't watch them, but what I'm saying is there is a shout. What I'm saying, what I'm saying, there is a shout. The defense.
Mutiu Adepoju, as good as Mutiu was, Mutiu wasn't making it into the team.
Okay, I'll tell you who make it into the team. I'll tell someone else that make it to the during his prime days. When we had our Wimbo defense, Truth will make it.
So, bros, let me tell you, people who were in our central defense. You had Taribo. You two are laughing.
Truth to pack that Taribo. Truth to pack that Taribo.
You will try to get for Truth. It's not only Truth, it's nose.
Truth to pack that.
Let's just move on. Let's just know that we have dedicated today's show to Nigeria, and it's okay. It's sad. You know, I don't know. And this, outside of blaming these players, because I mean, it's not on them fully, anyways. Honestly, when I look at it and I go back, and I think it's football development in Nigeria is in a horrible place at the moment. You know, the present under 20 team, present under 20 team to the under 20 World Cup.
Yes, they just qualified. They qualified.
They got 4-0 by Argentina. And
yes,
someone put their picture vis-a-vis the under 20 team from Mexico. Our team looked like a team of uncles versus a team of young children. I was sad.
So we don't want. I don't want to go into that under 20. The reason why I don't want to go into it is because
and that's why football is not developing. You take old people to tournaments, and then when they will now win more tournaments. And look at Messi. How many people of Messi's that played with Messi under 20 are still playing?
So what I want to say about it, I don't want to look at it from one. I'm going to look at it as a whole, right? And I blame this on FIFA and I blame this on the clubs. You see, this under 20 World Cup, it's not even getting the traction that it deserves. Because these guys are under 20, but guess what? Yamal is being talked about and he never even played in any of these competitions.
I agree that FIFA, if you're under 20, you should force anyone who is under 20 to go to those competitions.
Because
if you check, then they don't play club football during that.
If you check England, you see the likes of Gibbs White. He was playing a lot of those England teams. They played for the under 21s. You want Curtis Jones, they are still playing those competitions.
But the clubs won't release them for the tournament.
But the clubs, it's not even about the clubs. It's even FIFA and clubs. You see a 16-year-old now, right? Let me give a Rio Nguma now. Now he's played. Next thing is thinking, oh, I want to get England call up. And once they get the England call up, guess what? They've made it. They are the big boys.
And they don't want to go to any grade.
They don't want to go to any competition. When they go for the under 21s, under 20, they think like it's beneath them.
Look at Dewey, or what's his name? That French guy that plays.
Désiré Doué, yeah.
Yeah. It's also. I was looking at the French team. I didn't
In
recognize
fact,
anybody.
do you
The
know,
team looked so weird.
so unknown, and because most of those players are not going to make it because the 18s and 19-year-olds are already known. Do you know that in the last Olympics, do you know who was starting for France up front? Mateta. Because you know he can take an over because he can't get into the French squad because of how stark it is. Guess what? He settled for the
Under
Olympics.
23 Olympics.
and,
As one of the old guys.
and one of the old guys. Luckily, I was happy for him. They won it.
Did they?
But
No,
what I'm
no. They came
they
second
did,
at the Olympics. They came second. It was Henri's team now. They came second.
no, I'm talking about the last Olympics.
Yeah, it was Henri's team.
So who won it?
It was Henri was the coach. Thierry Henry was the coach. They came second.
No,
They came second. They lost the final.
Okay, whichever way.
Mm.
But what I'm saying now is there's no more because before I used to see a progress, right? And I always remember this player in my head, Alexander Pato. I saw him play the youth football. In fact, when I saw him in the under-20s, I was like, this guy is going to be a bowler. And that's what, even if the guy doesn't end up being, is not successful in his career, but the fact is,
Bro, we all saw
him.
Messi. We saw Messi.
We saw
Di
Mikel.
Maria.
We
We
saw
saw
Mikel.
Mikel. We saw Di
You know,
Michelis, all those guys for Argentina.
so many
all those
players.
Brazilian guys.
Even if you go check the Portuguese team, you see that even the likes of the Bruno Fernandes, the Silva, they all play these competitions. But now
But
I can.
that's not why you should go there with old players. Don't. I'm
So I don't want to go to Nigeria because Nigeria is
development. They are killing our soccer. Let the young boys go. It's better they lose at that tournament. And
do you remember when we were meant to have the next JJ in Rabiu, what's his name?
Yes, Rabiu Afolabi also.
Is it Rabiu? Everyone was excited about this.
Santos Macaulay team now.
Everyone was excited about it. But guess what? Nothing came out.
Because they are already old before they go to the tournament.
When we remember that tall striker, Chris Santos, that we said, oh, this guy was going to make it. Next thing, nothing came out. In fact, I remember we had one team on our 18 or something. Those guys they had two short guys. I can't remember their name. When they could take the ball from the defense, run to attack. Those guys were shooting from halfway line to score. So I never want to talk about even Nigeria because every country and all these South Americans, Africans, they know whatever they are doing is their problem. But what I'm saying is the value has gone. This under-20 should be the most watched competition right now. Clubs and everybody should be scouting who is the next big thing coming.
They already have the next big thing. They are not going to go and scout
anymore. If you look at the likes of Saka, he never ever went for any of this. The moment he broke in, that was it.
Mbappe is there too in Man U now.
I was going to call his name. Kobe Menu too. That's why. Kobe Menu. No, but what I'm saying is Kobe Menu, like in the last Euros, he played with England to the final. But they cannot even call him that, hey, come and play under 20 because they'll see it as, oh, he's no more on that level again. Whereby these players, you see a 20-year-old demanding to play first team football. A lot of players were happy to go and play under 21 football. Look at Nwaneri now. I don't think Nwaneri, if he mistakenly gets called up to England's first team for reasons unknown, I tell you, he can't look at under 20 again.
We should be begging him to come and play for Nigeria and take out the Iwobi for him.
But this is
our attack will improve by 10 times.
But this is the issue we always have. And you see Nwaneri, I'm sorry, but he might not even make it to that England squad because Saka is going to be there for years.
No, Nwaneri does not play on the right, by the way. He plays in the middle. He was just playing on the right because Saka was out. However, I agree with you. What England will do is, at some point, if he has a good season, small good season,
they will call him to be one or two matches.
And that's the end.
And that's the end. You see, that's what happens to the likes of what's their name? Fikayo Tomori. Bro, come and play. You guys have gone through that development. We lost Tammy Abraham because they were thinking in under 21 they can make. I said, bro, Harry Kane is still going to be there for another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Oli Watkins is still going to be there, although he might fade out. But these guys will go through this phase. We are begging them, and then when they now see like what this guy did, Shola and the Newcastle guy, Amiobi. until what was one competition, I think it was the World Cup or Nigeria qualified. I said, okay, I'll come and play for you. And then he came, and then nothing, and then he
And he
left.
messed up as usual and went away. Because we always get those ones that look like Iwobi. He plays like Iwobi. They are like brothers. No skill, nothing.
So sometimes even us too, we also appreciate the likes of people that, like the Victor Moses that said, okay, I will come back. We don't even appreciate them that much.
Iwobi was back straight.
But Iwobi had to get a lot of convincing from,
Yeah,
and
but
when he too saw, and when he too saw, he didn't have a chance. The truth is, he didn't have a
knew
chance.
that he didn't have a chance. He himself knew that he didn't have a chance. He wasn't good enough. Sorry.
But we have so many players out there, so many upcoming. Like one area we should be calling, hey, come to Super Eagles. We should get even the likes of Gibbs White, the ones that have African heritage. Let's get them early, integrate these guys.
Eze now has gone to England now.
And you know the truth is, he's going to play a couple of games. I bet you the moment a next white boy or something, I'm not trying to be honest, comes in, or let's say like an Adam Watson. Adam Watson is still playing on that 20. Okay, he's been called up to the men's squad now. Yeah, he was playing the other 21s.
The only thing, he doesn't play the same place with Eze. He plays as a 6, so he plays deep.
But then again, we still don't know. Even the likes of Madueke, we could have gotten him a long time ago.
Yeah.
But guess what?
He actually has real proper heritage back in Nigeria. Real proper one, but he's there now, running around for England.
So we have some look at Nigeria's midfield. I mean, I just
in the Arsenal team alone, you have 3 people with Nigerian heritage. One area.
Not only that, there are plenty. Imagine what a Kobe, even a Kobe in Ghana, with the way what Ghana, just a Kobe in Ghana, what he'll be doing for that team. Yeah. In fact, he will be like a god. Because for Ghana, do you know how long the Ayew brothers were Pate
and these other guys, the new god now.
And don't forget, they had the likes of, and they lost the likes of Mutari, Michael Essien. I mean, they had fantastic Ghanaian players. But look at our midfield, for example. We call just 4 midfielders. Nigeria called just 4 midfielders for a color. Iwobi, Ndidi, Onyeka, Alassane. In fact, whenever I see Alassane Yusuf, it reminds me of what's his name. One, is it Ali in that World Cup against?
That one is Kota Call. It's Kota Call. You know what they call Kota Call?
I know what they call. I've never been to Kota, but I'm saying whenever I see the Yusuf, it's just unfortunate because I keep on thinking of what's this guy's name. The guy that had the red card in our game against where we ended up drawing that game 2-2, where we should have won. Where the guy went to tackle the guy outside the pitch, and then he got the red card in the World Cup. What was his name?
Oh, I know the guy you're talking about. I can't remember his name now. That when somebody is outside, he went to slide tackle.
For no reason. And if we had won that game, I think if we had won that game, we would have qualified.
Yeah, I think we have gone to even quarterfinal or something.
I think, was that not the same game that Yakubu missed that open?
Yakubu, I think it was.
It was the same game.
Was it 98 or 2000?
No, I think 2006 or something. 2006 was. So I look at our midfield, and people tell you that this is 2025. We're still having Ndidi. I'm not saying Ndidi is not a good player.
He's not say it with your chest. Who is going to beat him?
But what I'm saying is,
he's no more a good player.
Ever since he got that injury after that successful season, when he was rated as highly rated, Ndidi has not been that guy.
Yes.
I watch him. He has not been that guy. Frank Onyeka, when Brentford are trying to close out the game, that's when he comes in.
They bring him in now.
That's when they bring him in.
To kick people up and down the whole place.
It will be. One day he's playing left wing. Another day he's playing center midfield.
Another day he's playing right wing. They don't give him opportunity to play up and down the whole place.
He comes to Nigeria, they tell him, oh, sit. Oh, no, play box to box. You tell him to be creative. This guy has... Do you know something we do in Nigeria? We misprofile players. Remember Mikel in Chelsea? He sits, cleans up, does the game.
And when it comes to Nigeria,
he's play 10 to play creative midfield. And then we're not like, this guy has been doing something. He has a muscle memory of doing something over and over again. You now want him to,
without training, without nothing, do something else.
You just want him all of that to boom. Frank Onyeka. Okay, now. And someone will say, listen to, it's like you're having panel beaters in the midfield. There's no creativity. It is just energy.
I'm glad you are finally on my side. When I shout that,
I've been shouting. No, I've been shouting it because if you look at the strikers we have all the strikers in the world.
Super chickens of Nigeria.
And this brings me to my last point before I know we're going to go off in a bit now. Is I don't know about you, but I don't even find there's no interest to even watch an international game. I'm not talking of Nigeria or Africa, but before I could, I could go watch a Czech Republic game because I'm going to see a Pavel Nedved. I'm going to be someone that excites me. But I
No,
look
I
at
mean,
international games.
if it's some South American countries playing, I still watch those. Those are
No, I
very
think it's the South American ones are the ones that you will see some flair, like the
yeah.
Colombia, the
So
Ecuador.
Europe,
They play,
except maybe England, France, Spain.
and you still be selective because but what I'm saying, it doesn't. There's no
No,
excitement.
I get it because years back you still get the likes of Croatia,
Yeah,
Denmark,
you see the Yankolas, the
those
Zukas,
brothers,
and
what name
everything.
their name again? Those twins for Denmark. I forget their name now.
I know
Uh,
that was their striker,
yeah,
but
those twin brothers, Michael something and some. Those guys are really good. You see,
you
had
know
the
you look.
Davos of this world for
Yeah, the
Croatia,
Davosuka. You look at the Eric Lassen or Sweden.
Lassen,
You
yeah.
look at, but I see an international game, and I'm seeing. Let me just give an example, right? And I'm seeing because one thing I notice is you see the useless games. They are always the early ones.
Early kickoffs, yeah.
You
Very, very
see
useless.
Kosovo versus.
Versus,
You see,
Albania.
you see. Okay, for example, now there's Kosovo versus Slovenia. There was a time Slovenia had one player. At least everybody when Slovenia were coming up, people were like,
Was that not
Slovenia for
I'm sick or something?
was it no? But there was a Marek Hamsik,
Yeah,
you could see like there was a guy that was the driving force.
yeah.
But look at for example now. Okay, Kazakhstan is beating Liechtenstein 2-0. But there's no excitement. I'm not even excited.
Except maybe you need something to put you to sleep.
For example, Belgium is playing North Macedonia. I know Belgium is going to win. I'm not excited to see Belgium play football.
I thought you wanted to say you were excited. I wanted to say Belgium. What is there in Belgium to see?
I said there's nothing. Germany is playing Luxembourg. I can tell you, Gnabry or Sane will score.
That's it. There's really even nothing exciting to watch in Germany presently.
Even their football is. But what I'm saying is, we don't have players that excite anybody anymore. Apart from, as you said, the South American ones, they do have some flair. They still try to do something. Even the Brazilians, if not for Estevao that is coming up, all of and Vini, the rest of them are like panel beaters.
When Brazil is inviting Richarlison, you know there's a problem. Richarlison in Brazil.
so honestly, even in African football, I don't even see a team that can say, "Oh, let me even sit down to watch Senegal," because I look at I watch Sa after Sa, there's no exciting, there's that you see that Diop factor. Elhaj Diop, they struggle today.
JJ is playing.
JJ is playing. Even
is playing.
Even the Cameroonians, they are not like before. Before, when you see Cameroon, I remember that World Cup. Was it not 2006 or where FIFA had to tell them to go and attach when they came sleeveless?
Yes. They followed our model. When you look at our 94 team, we had
giants.
Okay, all those guys.
I will never
tall and huge. So Cameroon follow that model. In fact, Senegal also followed it a bit.
And Senegalese have always been tough, but those Cameroonians, you just see the likes of Patrick Mboma, Samuel Eto'o. You see those guys running at you. You say, who did I offend? Are we here to play football?
Anyway, let's end this. So your call is Nigeria is making it to.
Nigeria is going to.
And if they don't make it to where
I do not agree. I do not agree. I do not agree to that.
Okay, I do not agree to yours as well. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us on this weird episode of Nigeria discussing Nigeria. Hopefully the Super Eagles, the Super Chickens will make it and turn to Super Eagles. Please like, subscribe,
comment, do all the good stuff, and
all the good stuff.
Viva la Super Eagles! Viva la Super Eagles!
We'll be watching the game in like an hour from now, so we'll see.
Viva la Super Eagles! Please represent Super Eagles.
Yes, super. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye, guys.